I call on Government Order of the Day number 1.
Greater Christchurch Regeneration Bill, committee stage.
I declare the House in committee for consideration of the Greater Christchurch Regeneration Bill. Mr. Chairman.
Speaker. Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman.
You good?
Yeah, I'm speaking. Mr. Chairman.
Hang on, I have to say some stuff, please.
Minister, do you want to take it as one question?
Yes.
You do want to, yeah.
So is someone going to move that?
Thank you. Here's the one question version. See, if you point that to Mr. Brownell's attention.
Can you move that?
Oh, we've got to do this now?
Right now?
No, you do the intro.
I'll do this.
You
and
get
then,
us in house.
and then he can move it, and then he asks to speak.
Yeah.
Right. Is this agreed?
That's by leave. So
we'll see who...
So,
well, I haven't
do you want to
discussed
try
it with anyone, so...
Oh.
One question or one debate?
Yeah, one debate.
Should be.
You better
I think
get
we'll leave it.
Members, the House is in committee for consideration of the Greater Christchurch Regeneration Bill.
Mr. Chairman.
The question...
Hang on, I'm speaking.
the question is that Part 1 stand part.
Mr. Chairman.
The Honourable Jerry Brownlee.
Mr. Chairman, just want to make the point before the debate starts this afternoon that the bill as tabled in the House incorporates a significant SOP that was negotiated between the government, the opposition parties and officials to ensure that we got a bill that reflected fully the views of the Parliament, those views essentially being that Regenerate Christchurch should take a central and lead role from this point as the city recovers from the events of the earthquakes. Mr. Speaker, over the last 5 years, the Canterbury Earthquake Recovery Act has provided a legal basis for a lot of things to be fast-tracked in the city as people were going about the business of getting their lives back intact. But now we have a situation where although some things that need to be done are not directly related to damage caused by the earthquakes, they're most certainly consequential to it. And so the concept of regenerating the city, recognising that some of the worst statistics that were sort of on the table 5 years ago have not materialised, and that people are making a huge commitment to the rebuild of the city, we need a legislative framework that will enable that to happen while respecting many of the aspects that would normally be pursued through consultation with communities, etc. And also, of course, enabling things to happen at a pace that will mean that Christchurch isn't decades and decades and decades catching up with the rest of the country. So, Mr. Chairman, I just start those remarks. I'm happy to answer questions as we go through the afternoon, and would like to once again convey thanks to all of the parties who participated in the seminar style that we deployed to get to a good and agreed position for this particular act.
Dr Megan Woods.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I'd like to take a short call on Part 1 of this bill. Now, the